my boy JB just jumped in this thing, man. JB, you the first one. I was just sitting here going. JB saying I got no sound. Can you hear me now, JB? Let me know. But anyways, you can jump on, and I think my people, I think on Instagram can still hear me. But anyways, you can jump on and go to the MLS and go to Zillow and find properties that been look like they're flipped, and you can call up those agents and you can go see, okay, this person right, this agent right here is working on a property that's like it's been flipped. I can go and talk to them and see who flipping this property, right? So just to go back, man, I'm trying to talk to people how they can get started in the next 30 days. And I think the easiest way to do it is go out here and find some cash buyers, because once you find cash buyers, what you could do is you could leverage those cash buyers to even other wholesalers, right? Other wholesalers, people that's looking for cash offers in the MLS. That means other agents, um, you know, and if you want to go direct to sellers. So once you find buyers, there's three things you could do. You can use those buyers, like those buyers have specific things that they're looking for. They don't buy every single thing. There's certain things that they buy, right? Figure out what they buy and then go and search for one of the three, right? Wholesalers, go direct to seller, or go agents, right? Either on the MLS or for sell by owners on Zillow or whatever, right? So you want to go and make them offers, right? You want to make wholesalers offers, you want to make agents offers, and you want to make property owners offers, right? So how do you do that? Other wholesalers, that's social media. Get on Facebook, get on Bigger Pockets, um, get on IG or whatever. Let people know that, hey, if you got a property that fits in this area, that fits this criteria, I can get you an offer on this property, right? And other wholesalers gonna see you as somebody, oh, he can give me an offer. I need an offer on this property. I'm gonna send it over him, or I'm gonna message him, right? So, like, that's the way you can get to wholesalers. How do you get to agents? You can Google them and call up agents in your area, and talk with them and let them know, hey, look, I'm looking, for properties that fit this criteria in this area. You have anything, need a cash offer, send it to me, right? Bam. They send you something, you make a cash offer, bam, you got a wholesale deal. You know what I'm saying? The third thing, going direct to seller, is going to cost you more money, right? Because you're going to have to figure out how to get their contact information. That's the biggest thing. Like with wholesalers, you don't have to get their contact information. They're on social media. They're looking for stuff all the time. Agents, they're right there on Google. But the sellers, like property owners, you have to pay to get their contact information. So you have to get things like Propstream or List Source and gather their information. Then you have to skip trace them on stuff like batch skip tracing, lead Sherpa, all that stuff, in order to get their phone numbers so that you can skip trace them. Then you can go and contact them. Like, you could text them, you can call them, you can ringless voicemail them, you could voice message them. You could do a lot of different things as far as reaching out, or you could send mailers to these people. You could do pay per click, but those things, they cost money, right? That's why I say there's ways to do it for free and there's ways to do it for little money, right? So, like, those are the things that I would say, that's what you could do. Take those buyers, right? Figure out what they're looking for, and then go out there and start making offers, right? Connecting with wholesalers, connect with agents, and then if you have a little money, you can go and connect with direct to sellers, and that's how you're going to make the most money, right? That's because you cut the agent out, you cut the wholesale out, and you're working directly with the property owner to purchase their property. So, like, that's what I would see as the best way to get a deal in the next 30 days. You got to first connect with the people who have the money, and then you got to go out here and make offers on properties, because there's people who's needing that cash offer that you just got connected with, right? So that cash buyer that you just got connected with, you're just basically connecting that cash buyer to property owners who need the cash offer. So, yeah, man, I think that's the best way to get a deal in the next 30 days, man. And, um, you know, not to say that's the only way to do it, but I see it as the best way to go and get you a deal in the next 30 days. And you can make 10 grand a month just doing that, right? You can make 10 grand a month just doing that and get really good at finding buyers, man. There's people who got like set up their whole business on finding buyers, so like that's a big thing. You got to be able to go out here and connect with buyers, and when you connect with these buyers, you know, that's when you're gonna start seeing that you can go out here and make offers on properties, solid offers. And when you make those solid offers, that's what's gonna end up getting you deals, right? When you're able to go out there and make solid offers. So yeah, man, that's the best way to get started in this thing. And it's real, man. Like I used to think that, man, there's no way you can go out here and wholesale real estate. There's no way you can go out here and do this thing with, without any cash out of your money, out of your pocket, and without your own credit. But I think the biggest thing is just first believing that you could do it. That's the biggest thing. And then committing, right? Commitment is another big thing. It's like it's hard to get people to commit. You know what I'm saying? So that's another big thing. Like, dude, you got to commit to what you're doing, man. You got to commit to what you're doing, because if you don't commit to what you're doing, you're gonna do it halfway, and you can get halfway to no results. Right? It's like, dude, you ain't gonna get nothing if you don't go out there and put in the time, put in the effort, really go out there and make this happen and commit. You know what I'm saying? So like once you commit to it and you commit to finding buyers, and you commit to, once you get those buyers, to go out there and connecting with wholesalers, agents, and property owners, once you commit to that process, then you're going to get a deal, right? It's just a matter of time. And then if you're willing to commit, stay dedicated over time, then that's when you're gonna really see that, oh dang, you're gonna get that first deal. You're gonna be like, woo, woo. And then that, once you get that first deal, you know that you could do this. And then that's when you get ready to turn it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? You get ready to really get into it. So like I think that's the big thing, man. Just getting that first deal under your belt. And then figuring out, okay, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to get this done. Like, this is my process of getting it done. Right? What do you need, baby girl? You want, let daddy hold this. Go back in there with mom, okay? Daddy gonna bring it back out in a second. So yeah, man. What y'all got going on tonight, man? Y'all hit me up. Y'all let me know, you know, what's going on. Y'all let me know what y'all trying to do as far as wholesaling real estate. We got a big I got a big one for y'all on Thursday, man. We bringing in Ty the Investor. Ty the Investor is in the Atlanta area going crazy. So Ty the Investor is going to be with us on Thursday. Going to be bringing some major value, man. Going to be interviewing him. So yeah, man, that's gonna be big. And then next Friday, I got a closing this Friday. I got a closing next Friday. Right? I think I'm gonna have another closing in between all that, because we got a lady who's having surgery. And she's still trying to figure out when she's gonna be able to close. But once she figure out when she can close, shoot, man, we're gonna be closing on that one too. So got a couple of closings coming up. I just closed one deal that's a flip that I'm gonna be rehabbing, gonna spend like 20-30K rehabbing it, try to get that done fast as possible in the next 3 weeks. And then after that, man, go and throw that thing back on the market and see if we can, flip this thing and get it going, man. Yeah, let's go. My guys on IG over here. Yeah, man. So when I buy this property, so I'm wholesaling this property on Friday, it's gonna be like 15K. Next Friday, I'm buying a property. It's gonna be a flip, right? Uh, but I'm still holding on because, like, if I can get a better offer on this property, I may actually wholesale it, right? Um, so Josiah said, "What's up, y'all? What's up, man? Not much, man. And here on the late tip, with y'all for a little while, man. I had to jump on here, man. I hadn't been live today, so I had to jump on here and see what the people had going on, man. But just telling people that Thursday, man, my guy Ty, the investor, is going to be coming onto the show, man. It's going to be big. It's going to be epic. It's going to be huge, right? It's going to be huge, man. This guy's closing tons of deals, man, and I think he's going to be able to add a lot of value, to what we got going on here, man. So yeah. And like I said, this January is usually slow for me, but this January has been pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I think 2023, man, is going to be a good year for wholesaling, look like, man, because things are starting to speed up. I'm hearing buyers talking about, hey, we ready to get back into the market and get back to buying. So, like, buyers are coming back, sellers are interested in getting going. What time on Thursday? It's at 11 a.m., man. So if you was on YouTube, I put a little poster up there. I think I'm gonna make a post on IG too, on my story, man. So yeah, it's at 11 on Thursday. Ty, the investor, gonna be coming through. But yeah, man, I had a meeting with a big buyer that was saying, hey, look, they're gonna come back into the market, all that other good stuff. So I think buyers are coming back into the market. I'm connected with a lot of buyers that's, just ready to buy now. And yeah, man, I'm excited about, what's coming up in 2023. I think a lot of uncertainty in the middle and the end of 2022. And now people are starting to say, okay, this is how it's going to be, and they're like, okay, now that they feel like things are stabilizing, now they ready to, jump on into the market and really, be willing to buy properties, right? And long as I can get offers, I think I can close deals. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the key is making offers to sellers, man. That's the key. Because I just closed this property at 160. Like, I was like, damn, I couldn't believe they sold it at 160. Right. So Ali said, yo, what's up, Ali? My guy Ali always coming through, man. So appreciate you, man. He said, I like these night lives, bro. Yeah, no doubt. But I can't get Thad on these night lives, man. I guess he be walking at night, man. You know what I'm saying? He get his walking at night. But nah, man. But yeah, shoot. Usually I go live during the day. Like, that's my work hours. So I usually go live during my work hours. So I try to keep my lives during my work hours during the day. So, but yeah, man. I'm excited about wholesale. I'm excited about flipping. This year I'm gonna try to buy me some buy and hold property. So if you find any multifamily properties in the Atlanta area, um, I'm interested, man. From duplexes all the way up to however many units that you can find, man. I'm interested in buying multifamily in the Atlanta area, especially the west side of Atlanta. I'm all over that, right? So Ali said, Thad, military man, gotta sleep to wake up at 5 a.m. You are crazy, man. Oh man, I don't think Thad doing none of that waking up at 5 a.m. Thad more will wake up at 9 a.m. So what Oscars have you had to face or overcome lately in the business? I don't know if it's been great obstacles. Um, I mean, obviously business been slow, but I don't think that's no obstacle because like I had cash. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you have cash, you could take on like times where you're not making as much money, and I was still making money. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't go like time with making no money. I was still doing deals. I was still making money. So, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like I think the challenge is finding the new buyers, like finding who's buying. Cause I still had people that was buying, but they weren't buying as good. Okay, let me go find the best buyers, right? Like, how do I get connected to the best buyers? And I think that's one of the biggest things. Like, and I don't think that's like, I think that was a struggle. It's like, I need to go out here and connect with the best buyers. Like, I need to go out here and figure out, okay, who's really buying real estate, and where they buying, so I can target the right areas, target the right type of properties and stuff like that. I think that's my thing, man. Just going out there and doing that, connecting with the right buyers, figuring out who's buying at the best prices, and then kind of just going from there. So that's the adjustment that I made, like with the market changing, right? And now I really feel good about the buyers that I have, where they're buying and what they're buying. And now I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's time to take off. You know what I'm saying? Because not only do I have these buyers, but I have the ability to flip properties. So I think it's really good, man. I think it's time to take off. I think if you interested in wholesale, I think it's a great time to get in, because sellers are kind of lowering their expectations, but now you're starting to see buyers going to start coming back into the market. So you kind of hit that point where your sellers are willing to come down a little bit because they see the market is not as good, but buyers are starting to say, hey, let's get back in this market. And I think that's when you could see a lot of growth. You could see a lot of, being able to make offers and get them accepted and stuff like that. So I think that's big, man. I really think that's big. So yeah, man. Yeah, I think it's a big thing, man. I think wholesaling 2023 is going to be really good. So, and I've heard a lot of people getting out of the market, not wholesaling and stuff like that, because maybe they didn't have, the ability to continue to market, right? Because when you start lowering your marketing, you're gonna start lowering your leads, which start lowering your deals, right? Until you just lower yourself on out. So just got to stay consistent in your marketing, and that takes capital to be able to just keep doing it, over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, Rufus? What's going on, man? So, Jordan says, I got a deal closing next Wednesday. I'm getting consistent now. Thank you, sir. Hey, Jordan, man, you're a stand-up guy, man. Jordan is a good guy, man. I gotta have him officially on the show with me and Thad, and really, go through and talk to him, man, because I got some guys coming through, man. I got Ty the Investor coming through on Thursday. I'm having another guy that's a pretty good heavy hitter that's out on the west side coming through. I'm gonna try to get Flip Man back on the show, man. And y'all let me know who y'all want to see come through on the show, man. I think, I'm gonna reach out and try to get whoever y'all say, whoever y'all want me to bring onto the show, man. Y'all let me know who y'all want to see. And yeah, we'll get them on the show, man. So, but gotta get Jordan in the lineup. So Josiah says, do you do any virtual deals? If so, what markets do you do them in? Like, I'm totally virtual, man. Like, my deals are done right here. Like, I'm talking about literally like right here in front of the computer where I am right now. It's like, so I may be like, I close the deal that's like an hour away. I never left this spot. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's an hour away. It doesn't matter if it's 50 hours away. It doesn't matter if it's 100 hours away. I'm still in the same spot. And it's still the same deals. I got property under contract in Indiana. I got property under contract in Atlanta. I've done deals in Florida. I've done deals in Indianapolis. I've done deals in New York. I've done deals in a lot of different places, man. But, it's still the same, man. Everything I do is virtually wholesaling. So James Buck said, yeah, tattoo, yeah, man. I'm gonna try to get got title investors coming, man. But I'm trying to get Flip Man on here too. Chris Jefferson. Ooh, that'd be one of my top ones, man. I actually didn't meet Chris Jefferson, but I went to an event. Chris Jefferson was there, and I was like, man, I didn't want to be like a fanboy. I didn't want to be like a groupie or nothing like that. So I played it cool. I ain't really say that to him, nothing like that, man. But the real estate guru, I did meet him at a Bigger Pockets conference, man, and he was dressed up. He be having his own little swag, and I was like, man, what this guy doing, man? He was trying to talk to me about wholesaling real estate, and I was like, this guy don't know what he talking about, man. But come to find out, he's out there doing deals, and I was doing nothing at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely Chris Jefferson. Try to get him on, man. I think that's big. So. But yeah, man, it's a good time right now in wholesaling real estate and in real estate in general, man. It's down, but you just see it rising. So I think that's a big thing. I'm supposed to be closing on my house soon, so it's another big thing. Closing my house. Getting these deals done. Got my trucking business going, so trucking is up and running, and really automating that and having like people in place to take care of that is a big one. And then trying to grow that this year too. So I'm hoping to at least get 2 more trucks for my trucking business so I can continue to grow that. So, and as you can see, man, trying to grow my social media, man. People ask me, like, do you miss teaching? I'm like, dude, I teach all the time right here on YouTube. Like that's my thing. Like that's what I do to impact people, like to give back to people, show people, okay, this is how you do this. You know what I'm saying? And this is how regular joker can go out here and change, their whole life. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can change, you can change your whole life, your family whole life, and you can get a lot of stuff done. Just a regular joker. You ain't gotta be the smartest joker, the smoothest joker. You ain't gotta be all this other stuff. You be a regular joker and go flip the whole script for you and everybody around you. So, I think that's a big thing, and just showing people, hey, here go another option that you another road, another path you could take and stuff like that. I think that's what I'm trying to do, man. That's why I'm here, and that's why I like, people coming through, listening, liking, sharing, so I can grow and show people that, hey, dude, I'm in a freaking apartment, man. I ain't got no freaking Lamborghinis. I ain't got no freaking, you know what I'm saying? I ain't riding no jet like freaking Max Maxwell, dude. Just a regular dude that went out there and they're gonna start crushing it. So, you know, so Brandon said, hey there, hey, how you doing, Brandon? So Josiah says, so when you're doing virtual deals, do you get your ARV and offer ready before you contact the seller, or do you get as much information as you can from the seller, then run your numbers? I get as much information I can from the seller. And then I really I just look at the Zillow. Like I don't even worry about like the real ARV, right? Because that really doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? So, it kind of does. I just look at the Zillow and I'm like, okay, it is somewhere in that ballpark, right? So, and I ask the seller, what are they looking to sell for? If they tell me, then that's great. If they don't tell me, then I know my buyers. Like, even if Zillow isn't the true ARV, like I watch the actions of my buyers, and I will ask them, like, what are y'all buying at? Are y'all buying at 60%, 50%, 40%, 70%? What are y'all buying at? Right? If they say we buying at 80% ARV, I'm gonna use Zillow as my ARV. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's off, then it's gonna be a little bit off one way or the other. But either way, I'm gonna send it to the buyer. And then they're gonna tell me what they can pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I lean on my buyers a lot. Like I don't do ARV. Like, I don't really try to find the ARV. I don't really try to find the rehab costs or the max allowable offer and all that stuff. I lean on my buyers heavy to they come up with that. You know what I'm saying? I build a good relationship with them. I send them the property. I say, hey, can you give me an offer on this? right? I throw out a number like, say if the seller say they want 160, I may throw it out to the buyer for 170. You know what I'm saying? Or 180, just to see, hey, let me know what you can offer on this. One person give me an offer, I may send it to another person a little bit higher. You know what I'm saying? Try to see, hey, am I too low on this or what? So I'm not really big and having to figure out all this stuff. I try to make it simple, man. Seller want to sell. What price you want to sell at? You want to sell at this price? Okay, let me get it over to the buyer, ask them for a little bit higher. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, buyer come back and say, nah, I can do this number. Let me get the seller a little bit right. Then we get 10K up under that, 20K up under that, what that buyer asking for. It's like, dude, I try to simplify this thing, man. All these, all this, I can't calculate RV, so I can't, no, that ain't gonna stop me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all these calculations and all that stuff. Nah, I can't let that stop you, man. Just keep it moving. So Dre says, how would somebody like me get started? This is exciting stuff. Dre, man, like I think the best way to do it is connecting with buyers, man, because buyers got money in their pocket, right? So the buyers got money in their pocket and they're looking to buy properties, right? So first connect with them, and then you want to go and find properties for them, because if you find properties for them, they will compensate you, right? So connect with buyers, go find properties for them, and they will compensate you. They will pay you for your service, right? They won't say, hey, look, I'm gonna pay you for finding this property. But let's say if they want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet in this area, you go find it, right? You may find it, and the person may be willing to sell them for $100,000. You go back to the buyer and say 110, 120, and see what they say. They may say, nah, man, I pay nothing for 90. I won't pay nothing but 90 for that. Go back to the seller and say 80, 70. See what they say. They may say yes. And then you got you a deal. That's how you get started, man. But connect with the buyers first. And then once you connect with the buyer, at that point, you are now working with an investor, right? So now you can go on your social media, you can talk to the people around you, say, hey, I work with a real estate investor that's looking to purchase property in this area. And if it's a property owner, let them know, hey, look, I'm working with an investor that's looking to purchase property like yours. Are you interested in selling? You know what I'm saying? You can post and just let everybody that you know, hey, look, I'm working with an investor. If y'all know anybody that's looking to sell their property in this area, this type of property, let me know. I can get you an offer, right? That go, you could just post that. People are scared to post. People are scared to put their stuff out there, but you can't be scared to put yourself out there, right? Dude, I was telling people I made over 100 grand off the people at my job, right? It's like, I made over 100 grand from the people at my job, man. There ain't many people that was in the building that was making over 100 grand, and I made 100 grand off of them, right? Because there was people in there that owned property, and they were interested in selling, but I needed to put myself out there so that they knew that, hey, that guy right there, he connected, right? He know people that's looking to buy, right? So Josiah says, so okay, I answer this question. But yeah, man, I really don't be worried about running too many numbers. So on IG, Aaron says, just got a new nationwide buyers list. Got it from Skip Tracing. Hey, Aaron, man, that's nice, man. You got to tell me more about that, man. You got to hit me up. I'd be interested in knowing more about that, man. Seriously. So Josiah says, how do you find buyers? Also, how can you find your boots on the ground for virtual? So, man, my boots on the ground, they're my buyers, man. You know what I'm saying? The buyers are most likely in that area, right? Or they have somebody in that area. And I send my buyers over to do whatever needs to be done. Or let's say, for some reason, I don't see why the buyer can go out there and see the property for themselves. Like, boots on the ground. Like, let's say if I need pictures, I'm asking the seller for pictures, So I asked my seller, hey, can you give me pictures now? there's been cases where I needed some stuff. I just connected with people on like social media, you know, and let them know, hey, I need somebody to take pictures. I'll pay you $100, you know. And there's apps and different services that you could use. People will go take pictures. People will go do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's apps out there, man, where you get people to go do anything. You know, so. Um, but Brandy says my bill just bought a house and it's got so many issues. What are some options for getting it off his hands, even though he just bought it at a regular price? Ooh, whoa. That's pretty bad. Hey, tell him to send it to me, man. I'll see what's the best offer I can get from. Where's it at? Daggone, you bought it at regular price and it got so many issues. That's rough. Yeah, you may want to try to offload it, but it may cost you, you know. But yeah, I would say the best place probably to go is biggerpockets.com, to be honest with you, because on biggerpockets.com there's investors, right? Or there's people who's wanting to be an investor. They want to be investors so bad sometimes they will overpay for properties. So I would go there and see, you know, if it's somebody there. It's so bad. It's bad, man. It's bad. God dang, East Point. Dang, East Point, man. Well, shoot, man. Hit me up. I know some people that's buying over there that might be interested. I don't know if it'll work out or whatever, but hit me up on IG, REI next door. And yeah, we'll see if we can help them. But man, I've been on here 35 minutes, man, on a late tip. I'm about to get out of here, man. I appreciate every one of y'all coming through, man. If you haven't already, go check out the rest of my page, man. Make sure y'all liking and sharing and subscribing and all that other good stuff that y'all do for everybody else. But I'm a real dude, right? I'm a real dude, man. So just pump my stuff up. I know I'm not as fancy, not as flashy as all the other people, but go ahead and share my stuff out, man. Let people know what's going on, because I'm a regular dude blowing up over here. In a little while, I'm gonna be like these other jokers, man. You know, I'm in an apartment right now, but I'm finna be in this crazy house, man. I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be on another level. And next thing you know, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So but Aaron says, yeah, let's connect, get a few deals now in Texas with Sam Johnson. That's what's up, man. But shoot, yeah, y'all hit me up. Y'all have a good night, man. Peace out.